Used to be when people talked about the end of the world, we locked them up or laughed them off. Sometimes both. But we never took them seriously. Maybe we should have. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Better to start at the beginning, with the abduction of Desmond Miles, my son. This boy had no ambition, no direction, no plans for the future. What he did have was a heritage, one he chose to deny. It nearly cost him his life. He was captured and imprisoned. Those who took him believed he could help them find something. The apple. One of several artifacts we call pieces of Eden. Bits of ancient technology scattered across the globe. Some hidden, some found, all of them dangerous. Most are held by a single group, the same group that now had Desmond. You know them as Abstergo Industries. We know them as the Templars, as the enemy. We've been fighting them for thousands of years, even longer if you believe the stories of their origins. I do. After all, I've seen the truth. That's the beauty and the horror of the Animus. A device that allows us to enter and experience the lives of our ancestors. It holds the power to change everything, to show us history the way it really happened. Up until its creation, to the victor went the spoils, went the truth. We're trying to fix that, to free minds and bodies both. But there's only so much that we can do, and the Templars have the upper hand these days. But something larger than the Assassins and Templars is approaching, bigger than all of us. And if we can't find a way to stop it, these next few weeks will probably be our last. Everyone's last. In the end, it all comes down to him. To Desmond. Through the Animus, he discovered his heritage, explored the lives of his ancestors, and uncovered their secrets. When that was done, he trained. He used another ancestor to provide decades of experience in the span of a few days. It worked. We think. We hope. Soon, though, soon we'll know. That ominous date fast approaches, December 21st, 2012. None of us knows what it'll bring, only that this is where they want us to be, when it does. They've been guiding us in their own fractured, frustrating way. These voices from the first civilization, the ones who came before, a precursor race of immense power and uncertain motives. They're the ones who made the pieces of Eden. This is where they've led him, and through him, us. He stands at the entrance to this long-lost place, armed with the knowledge of Altair and the abilities of Ezio. He holds in his hands the apple of Eden, and we stand at his side, ready to support him however we can. His name is Desmond Miles, and he has brought us to the end. Used to be when people talked about the end of the world, we locked them up or laughed them off. Sometimes both. But we never took them seriously. Maybe we should have. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Better to start at the beginning, with the abduction of Desmond Miles, my son. This boy had no ambition, no direction, no plans for the future. What he did have was a heritage, one he chose to deny. It nearly cost him his life. He was captured and imprisoned. Those who took him believed he could help them find something. The apple. One of several artifacts we call pieces of Eden. Bits of ancient technology scattered across the globe. Some hidden, some found, all of them dangerous. Most are held by a single group, the same group that now had Desmond. You know them as Abstergo Industries. We know them as the Templars, as the enemy. We've been fighting them for thousands of years, even longer if you believe the stories of their origins. I do. After all, I've seen the truth. That's the beauty and the horror of the Animus. A device that allows us to enter and experience the lives of our ancestors. It holds the power to change everything, to show us history the way it really happened. Up until its creation, to the victor went the spoils, went the truth. We're trying to fix that, to free minds and bodies both. But there's only so much that we can do, and the Templars have the upper hand these days. But something larger than the Assassins and Templars is approaching, bigger than all of us. And if we can't find a way to stop it, these next few weeks will probably be our last. Everyone's last. In the end, it all comes down to him. To Desmond. Through the Animus, he discovered his heritage, explored the lives of his ancestors, and uncovered their secrets. When that was done, he trained. He used another ancestor to provide decades of experience in the span of a few days. It worked. We think. We hope. Soon, though, soon we'll know. That ominous date fast approaches, December 21st, 2012. None of us knows what it'll bring, only that this is where they want us to be, when it does. They've been guiding us in their own fractured, frustrating way. These voices from the first civilization, the ones who came before, a precursor race of immense power and uncertain motives. They're the ones who made the pieces of Eden. This is where they've led him, and through him, us. He stands at the entrance to this long-lost place, armed with the knowledge of Altair and the abilities of Ezio. He holds in his hands the apple of Eden, and we stand at his side, ready to support him however we can. His name is Desmond Miles, and he has brought us to the end. We're here. Let's go.
In another moment, down went Alice after it, never once considering how in the world she was to get out again.
I think we're here.
Courage, power, wisdom.
The key. You must find the key.
Son?
Sir. Here we go again.
Desmond?
Do you hear us?
Yeah. What happened?
The temple triggered a bleeding effect. You collapsed and entered into a fugue state.
So naturally, you dropped me into the Animus instead of, I don't know, making sure I was okay?
You weren't in any danger. Besides, the temple appeared to be communicating with you, and I didn't want to risk severing the connection. At least not until we knew what it wanted.
Right. Of course.
Son,
No, it's fine. I get it. And I know what I'm looking for, by the way. It's a key. Just no idea where it is, though. I guess that's why she triggered the bleeding effect.
She?
Juno, Dad. She's talking to me.
Okay, Desmond. While you were, visiting Constantinople, we picked up a software update for the Animus. I'd like to run a couple of quick tests, make sure there aren't any major issues.
All right. What do you need me to do?
We'll start simple. Walk to the marker over there. Okay, Desmond. Let's practice climbing on these objects. run your way through this little obstacle course. That's a constraint. These are optional objectives that raise your synchronization rate. Alright, Desmond, follow the on-screen instructions and kill the 2 Templars. All you have to do here is jump the gap. Synchronization levels look good now. We should be able to build the world. Time to find out what the temple wants from you.
Wait, stop this. Let's see if I turn that on. everything all right, then?
Yes, fine. I'm just preoccupied, that's all.
Don't forget your invitation. Master Burke will be meeting you himself.
Thank you.
Where shall I retrieve you once you're done?
Front of the opera house. And be quick about it. Don't expect to be here long.
I'll bring a round of weapons. Welcome back, America.
Check your text message.
Good to see you.
Yeah.
Invitation, please. Shall I take your coat, sir? Ladies and gentlemen, you are requested to kindly find your seats. Good evening, sir. This way, please.
Evening, Hatham.
Reginald?
I can't tell you how happy I was to hear they'd mounted this revival. Gay's best work by far. Have you seen it before?
Once. My father brought me here as a child. Though I remember little of it. I don't suppose tonight will afford me the luxury of a proper viewing either.
No, I'm afraid it won't. On to business then. Do you see him?
The statesman, because he's so great, thinks his trade as honest as mine.
He's seated in one of the boxes above.
The stairs are watched. You'll need to find another way up.
Like me too, he acts in a double capacity.
I already have.
Against those and for them. For 'tis but fitting that we should protect and encourage cheats, since we live by 'em.
Sir, Black Mall had sent word of trial comes on in the afternoon, and she hopes you will order matters so as to bring her off.
As the wench is very active and in
1,000 pardons. My apologies.
Tom Gag, sir, is found guilty.
A lazy dog! When I took him the time before, I told him what would come to if he did not mend his hand. This is death without reprieve. I may venture to book him. For Tom Gag, £40. Let Betty Sly know I'll save her from the transportation, so I can get more by her staying in England.
Betty has brought more goods into our lofty year than any five of the gang. And in truth, 'tis a pity to lose so good a customer.
If none of the gang take her on, she may, in the common course of business, live at 12 months longer. I love to let women escape. A good sportsman always lets the end partridges fly, because the breed of the game depends on it. Besides, here the law allows us no reward. There's nothing to be got by the death of women, except our wives.
Without dispute, she is a fine woman. 'Twas to her I was obliged for my education. And to say a bold word, she hath trained up more young fellas to the business than the gaming table.
Truly, Filch, thy observation is right.
Woman that seduces all mankind, like her we first were taught the wheedling of, a very life in cheese when both tied. Tricks us of our money with our hearts. Tis woman that seduces all mankind, like her we first were taught the wheedling of, a very life in cheese when those cheese cards. She tricks us of our money with our hearts. All like wolves my lives, we round for prey, and practice every fraud to drive her charms. Seas of love like law are one Captain Fate, stand by. They must be feeding to our arms. All like wolves my lives, we round for prey, and practice every fraud to drive her charms. Pursuits of love like law are worth by pay, and duty must be feeding to our hearts.
I've got a bit of stage fright.
A little Dutch courage will put a bloom in your cheek.
But make haste and you get boy. And let me friends know that I make them easy one way or other.
When a gentleman
Jeremy's really burning up the boards tonight. He's a marvel.
Besides, certainty gives a man a good air upon his trial, and makes him risk another without fear or scruple. But all away, for 'tis a pleasure to be the messenger of comfort to friends in affliction.
But 'tis now high time to look about me.
Haytham. You should have come to me. We would have found another way.
Yes. But then you would have known. For what it's worth, I'm sorry.
As am I.
balcony! Hurry!
Come, please!
Over there! That's the one that murder!
That man there! Seize him! The man was killed in the upper balconies.
Oh,
but
my!
I've done no wrong. I swear
Search
it.
him. Any weapons?
I beg your pardon.
Did they
Don't
find
push
the
it,
police?
please. Patience, please.
Let us through! Peace, friends, there is no danger! Peace, friends, there is no danger! Order! We must have order! It happened right in that balcony.
What are those men doing in there?
We must leave at once.
Order! We must have order!
Move!
Hey!
Imbecile!
Where are you going?
And how was the opera?
Rather dull, truth be told.
Shall we be off then?
Aye. To Fleet and Bride.
By your command.
Fascinating. Gentlemen, I hold in my hand a key. And if this book is to be believed, it will open the doors of a storehouse built by those who came before.
Ah, yes. Those who ruled, reigned, and vanished from the world. Do we know what it is that will be held within?
It could contain certain knowledge. Perhaps a weapon, or something as yet unknown, unfathomable in its construction and purpose. It could be any of these things, or none of them. They are still an enigma, these precursors. But of one thing I am certain. Whatever waits behind those doors shall prove a great boon to us all.
Or our enemies, should they find it first.
They won't. You've seen to that.
I assume you know where this storehouse is?
Ah, Mr. Harrison.
Gentlemen.
How fare your calculations?
I believe the site lies somewhere within this region.
That's a lot of ground to cover.
My apologies. Were that I could be more accurate.
That's all right. It suffices for a start. And that is why we've called you here, Master Kenway. We'd like for you to travel to America, locate the storehouse, and take possession of its contents.
I'm yours to command, although a job of this magnitude will require more than just myself.
Of course. Upon this paper are the names of 5 men sympathetic to our cause. Each is also uniquely suited to aid you in your endeavor. With them at your side, you will want for nothing.
Well, then I'd best be on my way.
I knew our faith in you was not misplaced. We've booked you passage to Boston. Your ship leaves at dawn. Go forth, Hatham, and bring honor to us all.
Some fresh air might do me good.
Oh, I'm the captain there.
You sure about that?
Of course. Have I ever led you astray?
Nah. Though you don't sit right with the others.
Have faith, my friend. You'll see.
Well, well. Seems our esteemed guest has deigned to grace us with his presence. You might want to head back to your quarters. Top deck's no place for tender parnells.
So I thought.
And yet here you are.
Fancy yourself a joker, eh?
Oh, I'm not
Let's
a
see
joker.
how funny you find this.
I'll kick your ass.
That's enough, Graves.
Stay out of this.
Listen to this, Hector. Thinks he can swagger on up here and declare himself king of the castle.
Please, fellas.
I'm the
Call
king of
this
the
off.
castle if you've ever seen a
To hell with the
castle.
captain. And to hell with you, Mills. Whose side you on, anyway?
That's right, I bet your
We're ready
arm
to
is
go
hurt
again if you
now.
are.
This is unwise.
Oh, you want to go again,
You think
eh?
I'm afraid of you?
No. But you
I'm
should
not
be.
scared of you. Oi! Learn that from Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Never!
Oi! Ouch! Oi!
How do you like
Oh.
these odds?
So you have a knife. Not fair. Ouch. Now I want that knife back. I want that knife. I want a knife. I want a knife. I want a knife. Ouch. Come on, lassie. Give me the knife back. My grandpappy gave me that knife. Give me my knife back. Grandpappy gave that. Ah, Grandpappy. Ouch. Give him that.
What's the meaning of this? Captain, explain yourself at once, Mr. Kenway.
His fault. We were simply passing the time with a bit of sport, Captain.
How about you pass the time by doing your goddamn job?
My son is gonna own a ship in
paying
about
you
the
to loll
early
about.
1800s and sail with Blackbeard, is what I have to
A word,
say about
please,
this.
Mr. Kenway.
And you think I'm full of
Oh, I
shit?
nearly forgot. There's your knife back.
Yeah, you can have my grandpappy's knife. And fuck you too, lassie. Alright,
I
Captain.
don't care for you, Mr. Kenway. I've had nothing but trouble since you came aboard. Your
I
problems
don't care
have
much
nothing
for
to do
you
with
either,
me. I
laddie.
beg your pardon?
You're a poor leader, ill-tempered and cruel, and it's clear your crew has no respect for you.
Oi, no one respects you.
I don't want... In fact, I need a favor.
Oh, this is rich.
I suspect some of the men intend to mutiny.
A mutiny on the bounty, like the
As I
movie.
cannot trust any
I
of
don't
them,
like that
I'm
movie, but the
compelled
book
to
is
turn to
actually
you.
better than the movie.
And why should I help you?
And if there's any reason I should
Because if
help,
they
you
do
should tell
intend to
me
betray,
something about
I'm the only hope
movie.
you have of reaching America. Well, what will it be?
If what you
I
say
think
is
we
true,
should sail across
the choice
to
do
the
I have?
Americas and
Thank
try to help with the French and Indian War.
Let me be clear. Should you ever dare to insult or threaten me again, I'll not hesitate but to cut off your head myself. Are we understood?
And then I'll fade it to a fish. Similar to the whale in Pinocchio.
Good
You
day.
heard me right.
Let me sail, let the Orinoco flow. Let me reach, let me beach on the shores of Tripoli. Let me sail, let me crash upon the shore. Let me reach, let me beach.
Mr. Kenway.
Captain?
Whatever they're up to, I believe it's coming to a head.
Oi! I think we need to get to America and tell Paul Revere about the attack. So he can tell... I think we should do that. But first, investigate the crew. Let's see if someone's colluding with group members, like a bunch of collusion. Hey, who's colluding over here? You guys over here? Oi. Oi. Oh, any of you guys colluding over here? Oi.
I ain't got nothing to say to you.
I'm sorry about earlier. I have a lot to say to you. I'm really sorry about whooping your ass, but I'm not really sorry. It's more tongue in cheek, if you know what I mean. You're a dumbass. And fast walk away from you. What we're gonna play, team? I just found a crumpet in that barrel.
You there. I have some questions for you.
That's nice, but I ain't got time to gossip. Probably wouldn't have anything useful to share anyway. You want information? Try the cook or the doctor. Everyone's always chatting them up.
I don't have to pay a copay to talk to a doctor. We're pointing to the cook.
Take his hat off. Keeps his face in too, so we can't see him watching.
Quiet! Here he comes. Make like you're working.
I don't have insurance. Let's go talk to the cook. He's probably more reliable and more learned. Hey!
Won't be serving for another couple hours. Some
What do
biscuits
you
in the
know?
barrel if you're desperate.
I'll tell you a couple things.
Actually, I've come with a question.
What's that?
Well,
have any of the men been acting strange recently?
Strange.
Anything that struck you as
Let me tell you about One-Eyed Jack.
As if there's
He's
anything I
been
can do
shot
about it.
many
Beyond
times
that, I ain't
in
heard
the
much.
face.
My advice: go find James.
By cannons.
His ears are always open.
He's been shot in the head 4 different times with
where
cannons
might I
and
find
one
him?
bottle.
Right behind you, actually. He's the one sitting on the barrel.
Yep, sitting on the bar now. Go over there. I'm gonna go over here and try to talk to the doctor. Hey, doctor. Hey, didn't have to pay a fucking copay, did I? That's right. $45 my ass.
Are you James?
Aye.
Hatham Kenway. Pleased to meet you.
Nice to meet you. I know who
I
you
was hoping you could
are.
answer some questions.
I've seen you around these parts
I
a couple
figured as much,
times.
but not here. Follow me.
Let's not fuck here. Let's fuck off over there.
Oh, what do you
Get the
want
fuck
to
out
know?
of here.
Have you seen or heard anything out of the
We
ordinary?
can't be
since the
heard
report?
talking over
Anything
here
that gives
about
cause for
stuff
concern?
about over there.
Some of the men have been gathering at night on the upper deck. I've only caught bits of their conversations, so I couldn't say for certain what they're up to. But I suspect it bodes ill.
Is it a mutiny they're planning?
Probably is a mutiny.
All I know is they've little love for the captain. Mills has been trying to talk them down, but there's only so much one man can do.
Thank you for the information.
I only wish to see us reach the colonies alive.
Oi. I'm a lumberjack and I'm okay. I sleep all night and I work all day. He's a lumberjack and he's okay. He sleeps all night and he works all day. I got down trays, I ate my lunch, I go to the lavatory. Sorry, lass. Trying to climb the stairs.
Evening, sir. How are things? Calm and quiet. Just the way I like it. What brings you topside?
Thought I'd wander a bit. Stretch my legs. That's all.
Take care where you tread. Deck hides all manner of danger in the dark.
Sail away, sail away, sail away. Sail away,
Someone's
sail
throwing
away,
cargo
sail
overboard.
away.
But why?
So they can follow our trail. Investigate the noise on the lower deck. Is there a mutiny aboard? Team, is this where I die? Oh no. It's been years since I played this, back like in about 2012. When I bought the special edition PlayStation with the slide back opening. That included a copy of this game, it sure did. And I said, "Oi, give me a copy of this game because it comes with the console at a pretty good deal. You might as well get the console and the controller and the game off for about $250.
I ain't got nothing to say to you.
Oh, you don't, eh? Well, fuck off then, bruh. Nothing to say to you either. I need to get down to that end of the boat, evidently. Hey, doctor. I wish I would have talked to you now. Pay a co-pay for better advice. Oi, analyze the clue. Let's look at it, shall we?
Curious. Most curious.
Any news?
Each night it's the same. I scout one area, and they drop the painted barrels. I'm going to need to recruit an extra pair of eyes. Maybe James or Mills.
Why are they doing this?
Near as I can tell, the barrels serve as markers. They're leaving a trail. My fear is it's only a matter of time before whoever's following it.
Ship sighted aft! She's making ready to fire!
Beat to quarters, men! Ready the... Brace!
Get ready to attack! Get down, team!
A warning shot! Seems they don't mean to sink us, but board us instead! Man the cannons! Make ready to fight! I want you below decks.
Why? Let me help you secure the ship.
Do you know how to rig a sail? To load a cannon? To wage war at sea? I didn't think so. Now return to your cabin, or do I need to have you escorted? Secure the hatch!
Haytham. Have you been topside? A ship's appeared and means to board us. It's strange. There's no sign of mutiny aboard. Does it make sense?
Ah, but it does.
What do you mean?
Did you think you could escape from London so easily after what you did at the opera? That we wouldn't notice? That we wouldn't follow?
Ah. So that's what this is about.
Surrender, and I will see that you are treated with honor.
If you wish to treat me with honor, give me a sword.
Are you sure this is how you want to play it?
On guard! Mama to ba 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 ba, tripping and rolling dangerous. Rap, rap, everybody race horse, over like a rip shot. Oh yeah, this is how I want to play it. Dun 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 dun. Yeah. See you later, Mills.
I told you to stay below decks.
I did as you asked. Only Mills was there waiting for me. He's the one that drew that ship here. There was no mutiny, only him.
What do they want?
Me?
Then they can have you.
Is that so?
You'll catch us anyway. There's nothing to be done.
I can think of something.
You wish us to sail into the storm?
It's our only chance.
I won't do it.
Then I will.
All right. All right.
We are sailing into the storm.
We need those ropes secured! I told you this was madness.
Arm yourself. I'll fix your sail for you.
Oi! Together again!
Thank you. Thank you.
Make ready for our arrival, men!
Arrival? I see no land, only this interminable fog.
The goals tell us all we need to know. Climb into the crow's nest and you'll see.
Wow! We're the kids in America. Whoa! We're the kids in America. Whoa! Everybody, I can show you the world.